We murdered the meet cute. So, pretty much everyone out there that I talk to says that they want a meet cute. They want that little 90s rom com Meg Ryan moment where you bump into someone on the street, you meet someone by chance, you strike up a conversation. It completely changes the course of your day, your week, and your entire life. Everyone seems to want that, but no one is willing to make it happen. Because to make that happen, you have to take a chance, you have to face rejection, and you have to actually approach someone out in the real world. And so we kind of like romanticize all these like little moments. We romanticize like meeting someone in a bookstore and like grabbing for the same book. We kind of like romanticize like getting our coffee orders like mixed up in a cute little like New York coffee shop, or like bumping into someone on the street with like our paper bag of groceries and like it rips and they help you pick up your produce. Everyone is like looking for these moments, but instead of going like out there and kind of living them, we are glued to our screens and we're swiping through dating profiles one after the another, getting pickier and pickier and pickier and trying to optimize our time so that that first date with someone is perfect. And when we do that, it's rarely perfect. So it kind of brings the question, we want meet cutes, but are we actually willing to put ourselves out there and do the work to make them happen? Because like everyone wants that romantic story, but no one is willing to put themselves in this awkward position of like saying that first hello and striking up a conversation with a stranger. And I don't think that we're avoiding this because we don't want connection. I think we're avoiding this because we've been trained to optimize our lives around dating and try to beat the odds. When we're swiping on dating apps, we are automatically trying to pick the best person to go on a date with and increase our chances of connection. So before we even have that first face to face interaction, we're vetting their job, we're vetting their profile pictures, we're looking at their hobbies, we're assessing where they went on their last vacation. We're trying to picture if we want to go on that vacation with them. We're looking up their salaries on Glassdoor, we're stalking their mom on Facebook, and you're trying to pre plan everything and predict if you're going to have a compatible first date before anyone even makes the move and plans it. And so the dating industrial complex, which is like dating apps and all of these things, is trying to sell us on certainty and is trying to sell us on picking the best option. But so much of dating doesn't lie in being certain going into something. It lies in curiosity and getting to know someone and allowing yourself to be surprised by other people. Dating apps take all of the surprise out of it because you have their complete history before you even shake hands. And so, really, what dating apps are training us to do is evaluate people rather than experience people. And it's encouraging us to kind of stay at home and do this like online shopping and like stay protected instead of putting ourselves out into the world where we could actually meet someone organically. So, dating apps have allowed us to become really, really good at evaluating people and trying to kind of piece together who they are. But it's made us really, really bad at actually meeting people and letting them prove to us who they are. And so, I don't think that dating apps necessarily like killed romantic attraction or this like desire to have a relationship and meet someone, but it kind of convinced us that we should have a guarantee before we go into our date that it's going to be good. And you can't get that guarantee from life. You have to take a risk and you have to take a chance. And the risk of meeting someone and approaching someone in the real world feels too heavy and too hard when you have this quick, easy option in your back pocket and you can kind of play the odds, swipe on people, and make the first move without ever leaving your couch.